I had one more fun story that I wanted to do.
A good one to go out on.
And AJ, this is out of India for
Yay,
you.
let's get some viewers.
This one surprised me because I don't know if you guys remember, but several months ago, I remember I had a story of like I believe it was a white guy, and he had like this balloon fetish where he was like in love with balloons, and
That was a while ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Apparently, he's not the only one with that fetish. Man in love with balloons shares bed with them and can't live without his lovers. Akash Majumdar from India has objectum sexual, meaning he is sexually attracted to inanimate objects and balloons in particular. So much so that he shares a bed with them and they have an intimate relationship. See, here's the guy with bed full of balloons.
Can you show those nude balloons like that on the table?
A man who is attracted to objects has dished the details of his relationship with multiple balloons. Akash Majumdar, 28, is so besotted with his collection of inflatable partners that he could burst. The romantic identifies as objectum sexual, which means he is sexually attracted to inanimate objects. The loving bond between Akash and his balloons began as an innocent friendship, but blossomed into something deeper as he got older. Now, the 28-year-old from Mumbai, India, shares a bed with them and says they also enjoy a physical relationship. I like their presence and warmth and share intimate feelings with my balloons and vice versa, Akash told Need to Know online. I make out with my balloons. When you're in love, you spend a lot of time together and accept all kinds of flaws.
Love.
Look, he even
As
went
if they
to
have a personality.
he even went to like
He
McDonald's.
carries them
or
around in
something.
public.
Oh, man.
Every morning, I wake up by saying good morning and giving a kiss to my balloons that sleep beside me, and vice versa.
Right. I hope they wash the cum off first.
When they become inflated, I think that's when they're born. Oh, now he's going to have this debate. When's conception? I can talk to them, take them shopping, and for a walk in the garden. They do talk to me through dreams and telepathy. The balloons should have the freedom and the chance to see the world, and that is the reason why I walk with them everywhere.
Yeah, these balloons got a good luck.
Oh, look, he even took one on a date, or a bunch of them on a date here.
Oh.
Man, you just see some guy out in the wild kissing a balloon.
Run.
The thing is, there was like a time in the world where it'd be like socially acceptable just to kick that person's ass and walk away. Like we've gotten away from our roots.
Since becoming physical with his balloons, Akash began to feel something stronger towards his floating lovers. 2 years ago, the 28-year-old was so determined to tie the knot, the balloon. I had it. He got down on one knee and proposed.
You want to elaborate on any more of their bad puns?
He added, "Since I've confessed my love for my balloons, my life has changed for the better. Our love is so strong that I can't live without him." Akash said he became closer to his floating lovers after becoming physical with them. I love him so much that in 2021 I proposed to him for marriage. Why is it quoted like this? Because it's from the balloon?
Are
He's
these
gay.
balloons men?
I don't know. He adds that the couple share each and every thought, feeling, and emotion. Due to the party decorations' fragile nature, Akash ensures he takes extra care of them to avoid any accidents. He makes sure they are protected from nearby sharp objects. He added, "The balloons are just as fragile as the human baby. I need to protect him from all danger." So he does refer to them as him for some reason. From sharp objects, changes in temperature to suffocation. Because of his delicate nature, I supervise him at all times. This is the most attractive thing I find. I feel safe and calm with him and vice versa, as he often gets killed for fun. Unfortunately, however, accidents do happen when you're surrounded by balloons every day.
When you're fucking the bejesus out of it.
Yeah.
Each burst balloon is a tragedy for Akash, who ensures they have a proper burial after they sadly pop. He added, "One day while inflating a few balloons with a pump, a balloon got popped. I
Yeah,
cried for the loss, and after that I became more careful. When there is a sudden death of balloons, I try to resurrect them by reinflating them. If I can't, I give them a funeral by digging and covering them with soil."
Well, that's a funeral. I mean, I think it's just the wiring of the brain. I've heard that. I think I've told you before. Like foot fetishes or like the part of your brain that's close to like your attraction to women or that gets stimulated by that. I think it's like foot fetishes are they're very close in that sense. It's just a little bit off. So maybe that's what this is. Like maybe it's just some other inanimate object fetish that stems from like a mental wiring issue.
You have any fear that this could happen from taking mushrooms?
No, I don't think.
Like,
so.
I got my wiring crossed.
I'm gonna walk in on you guys after you did mushrooms and like, yeah,
There's balloons
there's
everywhere.
fuck balloons everywhere.
What's with all these balloons?
I hear all this popping. No, I just thought it was weird because, like I said, we had the other story of the guy with like the sexual balloon fetish, and I was like, well, that's probably like a 1 in 8 billion, but no, apparently there's another guy.
I hope nothing interferes with my fetish of like jerking off into library books.
Ron DeSantis, he's getting rid of those books. He's gonna use you as an excuse. There are people jerking off.
Well, speaking of finishing, should we finish this podcast? Well, we do. Oh, by the way, speaking of India, I mentioned this to you guys. Apparently, India, you guys really supported the audio version of the podcast this last week. I was like, I don't like our numbers went up like significantly in India and Singapore. I was like, I don't know what caused this, but thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, no matter where you are in the world, come check us out.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do thank everybody very much for following along. Make sure to subscribe both on the YouTube channel and on to the podcast on your podcast service of choice. Leave us comments, thumbs up, all the positive reviews, all that good stuff. And why don't you come over and talk to us on Twitter as well? We'd be happy to do so. Guys, where can people find you on Twitter?
A name for this too, and that's the number 2.
At unsolicited SUG.
And you can, of course, find me at Zach Jones Live. That's ZachJonesLive. And that is going to do it for all of our shenanigans and poppycock this week. Please, please, please tune in again next week. Bye, guys.
Take care.
Have a good one.